Peace. What's good? It's cousin Nita live and direct. What is today? Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you had a great day. You're up and at it, making something shake for yourself and for your family. I just wanted to tap in really briefly and announce that the doors for Inspector Flow are opening for the very last time. After this time, we will not be able to get into the home inspector group coaching program that we're running right now called Inspector Flow. Okay, so before I get into it, I just want to kind of run down what Inspector Flow is and what you can inspect. No pun intended. What you can expect from the group coaching program, and also what my expectations are of those people who might end up being a part of it. So before we get started, let me know if you're tuning in live. Let me know where you're checking in from in the chat box as far as which state. Some of you may know, some of you may not be aware that the home inspection industry is not nationally or federally regulated. So there are different requirements in each state. And in some states, there are no requirements at all. So that's why where you're checking in from, which state, is super important, because the regulations could be totally different. So we got PA, definitely a non-regulated state. Love to see it. Alabama, Florida is regulated. Louisiana, MD, Maryland's regulated. Another Philly, not regulated. Chicago, Illinois, regulated state. They also have a state portion to their exam. So dope. So we got a couple different states represented. This is not this particular live will not be to get into home inspecting per se. I'm just here to talk about the program, how you can apply, and again, what you can expect. So initially, Inspector Flow, the again home inspector group coaching program that I'm doing, we kicked off on February 28th, right? And so the program is in total is 20 weeks. It's a 20-week curriculum where we pretty much so cover everything, the 10 major components of a home inspection. We dive deep into each of those components so that each student has an understanding of the installation of certain components, necessary vocabulary words, defects, the whole nine. So we do that for each of the 10 components. And then we also have a business mastery section where I am preparing my students to run their own home inspection companies if that's something that they're interested in doing. So we have a lot of material that we cover. That we will be covering over these next 20 weeks. The reason why I'm able to open up the doors again and to accept you is because, kudos to me, I was very diligent in creating the curriculum and also setting it up in a way that you could jump right in, get the information, and still be on track with us. So those of you all who will be a part of the 10 new students who will be joining, your first day of class will be this Sunday, April 11th, right? So you will be joining us on our sixth class. That's our sixth class we had. So for the first 5 classes, they're all recorded video, the complete class. They're on audio, and there are also written notes that correspond with each class. There are homework assignments, so you won't be behind at all. It will be your responsibility, obviously, to jump in and watch the classes and catch up, but you won't have missed anything. That was a question that I got. Everything, the full 20-week curriculum will still be available to you, and then again, you'll just jump in our live classes, right? So let me again just quickly an overview of what Inspector Flow is. It's a 20-week curriculum. We cover everything I just talked about. It also includes, there are 2 textbooks from the National Home Inspector Examination. That's a test that we are basically, I'm preparing you to take and to pass. So there are 2 textbooks. Your tuition includes the hard copy of those textbooks. Okay. So when you enroll, you get all of the material that you need, the hard copy, right? It also includes your NHIE exam fee. So once you complete the curriculum, you will be sitting for your National Home Inspector examination. And I actually cover that cost for you. It's a $225 fee that I will be taking care of for you. So there's no excuse, right? Everything that you need, I pretty much will take care of it. The book, I'm gonna teach you how to do it. I get you the book, and I'm gonna pay for the exam. So there's nothing for you to do but to actively participate, learn the information, and then sit for your exam. Inspector Flow also includes for the last week of class, there are mock inspections with me in Cleveland, Ohio. So be clear that if you are a part of our Inspector Flow family, you will need to be prepared to be in Cleveland the last week of July. July 15th, I believe it is the day for our mock inspections. We'll be out in the field all day long. And then on July 16th is our graduation, which we will be graduating, right? So if coming to Cleveland is not on your radar for July, then this it won't be for you, because you can't graduate without completing those practical in the field mock inspections. Okay, so that's what it includes, right? And so how it looks for you as a student, right? Every Sunday we have mandatory class at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Typically lasts an hour and a half to 2 hours. Let me repeat that. Mandatory class. The classes are not optional, they are mandatory. You only have 2 unexcused absences, and you will be dismissed from the program. Remember, this is tied into my goal. So the only reason why we're opening up the doors again and allowing more people to be a part is because we want to have our full number of 30. And so if you're a person who is not super serious, you have a lot going on from a time perspective, this is not going to be for you, because it's not such, again, that you can watch the recordings when you get a chance. Everybody has to be present, camera and mics on every Sunday, 7 o'clock p.m. Okay, give me a 1 in the chat box if you understand that there are required classes every Sunday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Give me a 1 in the chat box if that is crystal clear to you. If that does not work for you, if that conflicts with something else that you have planned, this will not be for you. If you cannot commit to the next 15 of being together for the next 15 Sundays for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, it won't be a great fit for you. Okay, so that's our mandatory week class. On Fridays we have Field the Flow study sessions, right? And our study sessions are an opportunity for us to go over homework, to address any questions from the previous week's material. And we have fun. We play games, we win prizes. We're just trying to reinforce the information of what we learned. Those sessions are not mandatory. However, they are highly recommended, because, again, like I said, they're fun. You can win money and prizes, and also it helps us to really reinforce the information. Okay, so that's what you can expect from a class perspective. What is required for you as a student? Are there any questions as far as what that would look like? Pretty straightforward. Every Sunday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern, mandatory class. Every Friday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern, Field the Flow study session, which are not mandatory but are highly recommended. Okay, no questions. Great. So let's keep rolling. The cost, right? So I've gotten a few questions about the cost. The tuition is $3,000. So again, your tuition includes the 20-week curriculum, is yours forever. All of the videos, all of the resources is yours forever to have. Again, your textbooks and also your test fee will be covered, right? So if you we have 2 options, right? So you can pay your tuition in full, $3,000. You can get it out the way. You immediately are mailed and receive your hard copy textbooks, right? For the second group who are going to be coming in on the 11th, I was not going to offer a payment plan option, but had a last minute change of heart, just to try to help everybody out who really wants to be a part of this. So listen carefully for the payment plan option. Again, you can just pay your $3,000 tuition up front, get it out the way. You'll get your textbooks immediately. You'll be ready to go. Or there is a payment plan option. The payment plan option is $2,000 down, and it's three $500 payments. However, with the payment plan, you do not receive your hard copy textbooks until you are paid in full. Okay, so the payment plan option for your tuition is $2,000 down and 3 payments of $500. However, you will not receive the hard copy versions of your textbooks until you are paid in full. Okay, are there any questions about the tuition costs, what it includes, what it does not include, payment options, etc., etc.? What you want to know and be very clear on is that this process, because this is something that I just did because so many people asked me, we have to do this quickly. Like I said, it's already Tuesday and your first day of class will be Sunday. So for those of you who are interested, I'm going to drop the link here in a second for you to apply. You will receive an email of acceptance, or I don't like to say rejection, not at this time. You will see 1 or 2 emails within 24 hours, and then you immediately have 24 hours again to submit your tuition. And then we got a couple of onboarding steps. There's an intake form and an agreement, a coaching agreement that we have that has to get done, and we got to get your textbooks out to you all before Sunday. Okay, so this process has to move quickly. So keep that in mind too. We will, for those of you that apply, you'll be finding out quickly, and from there, you're not going to have all day to, pay your tuition and fill out your forms and all that kind of stuff, because we'll have to have time to get, again, everybody on board and get you all of the links, get you into the Facebook group, teach the whole 9 by the 11th, so that you're ready for class. If you already have the NHIE book, that's great. Just the way that I set it up is the tuition includes it. So, I mean, if you don't want it, I don't have to send it, but it includes it. There's no price deduction without it, because it just includes it. Yes, for the payment plan, it does cost more, just like with any other payment plan. If you are paying on time, you have to pay for the time, that you're spreading it out. Yes. So the total tuition with the payment plan is $3,500. Are there any additional questions? What you need to know, again, and be very clear about, is that this will require no less than 90 minutes of your time every day in terms of study, homework. If you were part of my Lady Flow study session, if you've caught me on any other lives or platforms, you've heard my students themselves, the members of Inspector Flow, talk very candidly about how strenuous this program is and how much of a commitment it requires, but also how much they've already learned. We just had our first test on this past Sunday, and the overwhelming feedback was, I can't believe how much I already know. Just 5 weeks ago, I couldn't have been able to answer any of this. And just, again, from 5 weeks of us meeting twice a week, being diligent and staying in the material, we connect via Facebook. They've learned a lot, and I can see the growth and the progress. And so I'm super happy, super excited. We're excited about adding, again, just 10 more people to the flow, and then we're going to all put our heads down, and we'll be working to get everybody ready to pass the NHIE and also to launch your own home inspection company come this summer in July. So, are there any questions about what Inspector Flow is, what you can expect? Are there any in-field inspections? If so, are they scheduled during the daytime or in the evening? So there are mock inspections. They will happen the last week of July here in Cleveland with me. It will be an all-day thing. So July 15th and 16th, we will conclude here in Cleveland with the mock inspections, a final written test, and then also a graduation ceremony here in Cleveland with me. So yeah, I definitely got to get you out in the field. And the way that the curriculum is set up is super interactive. It's not like just sitting looking at me talk. It's not like that. It's very interactive, and you do a lot of practical training and inspections on your own throughout the entire course of the program, so that again, we're trying to reinforce the information. I want you to pass the test, to be able to pass the NHIE test, but I also want you to know how to be a confident, competent inspector once you actually get out into the field. So those are my primary focuses with our curriculum and our coaching. Do you really think it's possible to cram 5 weeks of info on top of being on chat? Yes, Naomi, I do. That's a very good question. It is possible. Otherwise, I wouldn't be even allowing you to do it, because if you get behind, that's not helping us as a family. But the first 3 sections that we did were the roof, the exterior, and the foundation. Those are fairly easy sections, if you will. And so again, if you can commit to the 90 minutes a day, you will be like I said, our classes are an hour and a half. So you will be able to ingest that information, complete the homework assignments. And the beauty of this is that all of the sections build upon each other. So it's not like we won't be talking about roofs or exteriors or foundations anymore. We will continue to reference previous sections as we build upon these 10 components. So yes, I absolutely do think, and I know that it is possible, if I have the commitment and the buy-in of the student. But great question. Anything else? Any other questions? One point, this is by application only. Again, if you've heard me talking about this, I'm super focused and intentional. I'm not looking, I don't care about your money per se. I'm not looking, this is not just for anybody. We have a great group now, and we want it to be a great addition. We have this like one band, one sound, one flow type of deal. So if it's not a great fit, again, if you have a lot of stuff going on right now, multiple, like I'm gonna just be honest, this is not for you. This is going to require everything that you have for the next 15 weeks. So if you're not able to kind of clear out your schedule, your mind, then no, this would not be for you. But if you have identified, if you've taken my workshop, you've seen me, you've heard me talk about this, you've heard again from my Inspector Flow students, and you know that this is something, home inspection is something that you really want to do. And all you have to do is pay $3,000 and sacrifice the next 15 weeks of your life. It's a very, very low sacrifice to make. If you were attended my 6-figure home inspector masterclass, I outlined clearly the path to being a 6-figure inspector your very first year. So it's just all about where you are as a person. If you are somebody, again, who's identified this as something you want to do, and you know that you don't want to waste time trying to figure it out, or you don't want to get out into the field and be unsure and unclear about what you're doing and run the risk of being sued, then this is going to be for you, because we're all locked in. We all are, I've committed for the next 15 weeks to, being available and studying and rereading and, making sure that I'm really able to help you again, pass that test and get out into the field. So I just want to highlight again, I want to be clear with you. I will put you out my program. Like, I'm not playing. This is serious business. So if that does not match, your learning style or what you're looking for right now, that's cool. I totally understand it. I wish that I had some other resources to offer you, but I don't. So, but if you really know that you want to do this, there's no better place that you want to be. There's no other coaching or education, home inspector coaching or education on the planet like what we're building with Inspector Flow. And I want you to be a part of it. So again, if it sounds like it'll be a great fit for you, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link to apply in the comments, and you can click that link. You can go ahead and apply. And again, you'll know something. You'll hear from us within the next 24 hours. If you are accepted, remember, understand that you will have 24 hours to enroll, to submit your tuition and get everything going so that we can get you onboarded and ready to go for our class this Sunday. I'm super excited. I told the rest of the gang, so we're all super excited to welcome 10 new people into the Inspector Flow family. So are there any final questions? Very reasonable price. Oh yeah, I think so too. I know so, Sonny. I will never be doing this again at this investment. Never. You will make three if you stick with me and do it the way that I'm telling you. You should make $3,000 in your first 2 weeks of inspecting. Maybe your first month. Maybe it takes you a month, or hell, maybe even 2 months. But the investment compared to having a long-term six-figure career, to where you can really build a life, like is no comparison. So any final questions? Final questions. I look forward to welcoming some new people into the flow over the next couple of days, getting you all ready and onboarded to start class on Sunday. It's open. It's open. So let me post it again. Here's the link. You can go ahead and apply. If you have questions, feel free to text me 330-625-5286 if you have questions. Also, please understand this is first come, first serve. So if you are interested, jump on it. And Lady Flow International was talked about as well. Yes, we cover International too. I don't promote that, but it's like really running a double major. By the time you leave me, you'll be ready to sit for your NHIE test, and you'll also be Internashi certified. Thanks for reminding me, Naomi. Okay, so again, go ahead and apply. Find out something in 24 hours. Look forward. I'm super excited. This is my baby. This is all super consumed. My Inspector Flow students are at the top of my priority list right now. I'm giving them the majority of my time, my energy, and my focus. So if you are, again, wanting to get into this game, go ahead and apply. If we didn't attend workshop, but didn't attend it, yep, you're good. If you were at Lady Flow, you're good. I hope y'all get in. I like the Lady Flow ladies were on point. I like y'all. I want a couple of y'all to get in. We actually have more women in the program than we do men, which is beautiful because one of my 3 main targets are women, looking to add more Black people, more women, and also more millennials into the home inspection industry. Less than 20%, really less than 15% of all home inspectors are women. Less than that are Black. And so we need more representation in the industry. Your first class will be April 11th, this Sunday, and every Sunday following for the next 15 weeks. Again, plan to be in Cleveland. So go ahead and book your flight now. As soon as you get your acceptance letter, go ahead and book your flight for Cleveland, July 15th and the 16th. We'll have a dope time in the field. I got a lot of dope stuff planned for our graduation and our celebration. So I'm really looking forward to it. Looking forward to welcoming you in to the flow, baby. Like this is monumental. This is what we're doing is literally legendary. And so look forward to adding you all to the team. So if there are no questions, I'm going to go ahead and bounce. But again, if you do come across a question, feel free to text me 330-625-5286. If this opportunity is not for you at this point in time, do us a favor and share it with somebody that you know could benefit. Classes are every Sunday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern, Naya. Every Sunday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern. And we have study sessions every Friday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern. Okay? Peace, y'all. I'll see you in the flow.